Another brick fan here with a look at an architecture set. This is Berlin, Germany. This is set 21027 and was released in January 2016. Has 289 pieces, no minifigures, and cost about $30 when it was released. This skyline consists of the Berlin Wall. There's two pieces of the Berlin Wall on the left-hand side and one piece on the right-hand side. Then starting from the left-hand side, we see the Reichstag, which houses the German Bundestag, or Parliament. My German is probably pretty bad. And then next to that is the Victory Column, which you see that gold nano figure there in the middle. Next to that is the Deutsche Bahn Tower. Next to that is the Berlin TV Tower, which is a very tall tower. It goes all the way up here. You can see an antenna piece there on the top. And then finally we see the Brandenburg Gate. Overall, this is a very nice looking skyline. I think all of the different elements of this look very accurate to, in this micro scale, they do a really good job at replicating the actual landmarks that they are working on. The Reichstag looks really good, the Parliament building with this nice clear dome here. Very nice color scheme with the tan and gray to give off the impression of the stones that it's built out of, which I think are really nice. I think they did a good job on this Victory column as well, with the nice alternating of the white and tan colors, and then of course the gold nanofig as the statue on top. Probably a little bit out of proportion. I'm not quite sure the Victory column is taller than the Parliament building, but I could be wrong. This Deutsche Bahn building here has a lot of interesting techniques with studs on the side to create these slope areas that are put on either side, and then the 1x4 rounded pieces here to create that smooth surface on the front, and it is actually a little bit reflective. You can see a little bit of the Victory Tower in there. The TV tower here is done nicely with some silver elements up here on the top, then the alternating red and white for the antenna there. And then I like the way they did the Brandenburg Gate with just simply these column pieces, using these fence pieces, an awful lot of studs, and then this sand green tile elements and slopes to create the look. I also like how they did the Berlin Wall here with these angle pieces, but they are recessed down, which I think is a cool idea. So let's take a look at what these all look like. Here are the little angle pieces that are printed with graffiti to represent the Berlin Wall. These first two are in front of the Parliament building, and the last one with the arrows here is in front of the Brandenburg Gate. Very cleverly done. And like I said, there are tiles that cover up the bottom third of these little panels, which make them look like they're completely integrated into the scene, which I also appreciate a lot. Because these architecture sets are targeted at an older audience, the price per piece ratios are usually not very good, although this one comes very close to the 10 cents per piece. However, most of these pieces are quite small. You see a lot of 1x1s, cheese slopes, stud pieces, etc. And these really are designed as a display piece. So if we look around the back of this, for example, it is going to be quite plain with pretty much no detail whatsoever. They're certainly designed to be put up on a shelf and displayed, perhaps with 3 or 4 of them, to really round out a collection. And as a display piece from the front here, I think this looks really good. It has nice representation of the landmarks in this micro scale, as I mentioned before, and really gives you the character and flavor of the skyline that they're trying to represent. Now, obviously, these items are not necessarily close to each other within the city, but these are the most iconic landmarks for Berlin, and that's probably why they were chosen. For me, I really like these as a collector and use them quite often as display pieces. which I believe I fit right into that target audience for these. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this architectural skyline, and I'm going to get going on another video. Until then, happy building! If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I've linked my architectural playlist up here on the screen if you want to see more reviews of our architectural sets.